Hey, back with another flexibility tip with Paula, my yoga expert, Power Yoga, and I have my other friend Judith here today. And Judith is a good buddy of mine. She actually works out down here with us, and she's a multi-talented gal. If you're not familiar with Lebanon as far as film productions, what's the name? What do you guys got going on at the shoe factory?
The theater company is getting ready to do putting it together.
Okay, and obviously this is going to air a lot of different times, but they have, what, 3 different shows throughout the year?
3 shows a season, yes.
And you can even get a dinner up there if you become a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to enjoy some of the wonderful things we have in the town, and you might see Judith performing, but today she's going to be performing in a different way. Paula's going to be demonstrating another yoga pose, and it's a basic pose, and it's called the Warrior, which is great for us because we're from Lebanon, Lebanon Warriors. And the yoga name for it, because it's like a whole different culture out there, is Virabhadrasana.
Virabhadrasana. Yes, like from Transylvania.
You take it over, ladies. Okay.
Okay, stand at the top of your mat. Pull in your stomach. We always start there. Then your Ujjayi breath, that Darth Vader. Beautiful, beautiful Darth Vader breath. Bring your right leg back and turn it out 90 degrees. And then bend your front leg. And now turn your hips. Place your hands right on your hips, and you make sure that your hips are pointing to the side. Very important here. She's going to keep her knee, this back knee, tight. Don't want to torque that knee out. And she's going to inhale. She's going to actually lift her whole spine up away from her hips. Beautiful. And then she's going to inhale and raise her arms up. And might even start to create a little bit of a back bend if this feels okay. She's releasing deep hip flexor muscles right here. She's breathing, melting her shoulders down her back. Wonderful. One nice deep breath. Listen, feel her breath. Beautiful. Now she's going to go right to Virabhadrasana 2. So her hips are going to open out to the side. She's going to keep this knee bent, and she's going to be strong. She's going to gaze right out here through this front finger, right here through this front finger. Melt her shoulders, right here. And she's going to feel this in her groin. And now don't puff out your chest. Pull in that stomach. That's it. Pull it in and breathe. Warrior 2. Beautiful. Now she's going to go right to Trikonasana. She's going to straighten this leg, and she's going to reach for that wall as far as she can. And exhale. And bring that hand down right here. And she's going to open her chest right to the ceiling. And if she wants to, if her shoulder blades are tight, go ahead and bend. And she can bring this arm right back here and encourages that chest to open up to the ceiling. I don't hear you breathing. There you go. The breath is the most important, yes. It opens up new channels in your body. It lowers your blood pressure. It's a good thing. Good job. Now she's going to switch her hands. Parvrita Trikonasana. And she's going to lift up. And they're going to say hello to my butt muscles. They're deep right here in this cheek. And she's going to open her chest, fill her lungs with air, pressing through this back foot. And she can still bring her hand back here to encourage that shoulder to open up. Pull a little bit forward in. That's it. And breathe, breathe. Wonderful. Now she's going to bring her hand down and then slowly come up all the way. That's great. It opens up your side bodies, your deep gluteal muscles, and then she's going to stand at the top of her mat. And we'll do it on the other side. So she's going to bring this leg back. And she's, first of all, line those legs up. So you want your heels together. Your heels together. There you go. Line them up. And she's going to go right to that Virabhadrasana 1. So she's going to swivel her hips to the front and press through that back foot and bend this front knee as low as she can go. And bringing her hands right up. And she's going to actually lift her torso up out of her hips. This creates space in the spine. Breathing. Beautiful. Now she's going to exhale to Virabhadrasana 2. And her hips are going to come out to the side. Right here. She's going to bend, bend, bend. This is where she feels it in that groin area. And she's going to be strong warrior. Powerful, melt the shoulders. That's it. And now she's going to go right to that Trikonasana. She's going to straighten that leg and reach for that wall. That's it. And she's going to come right down to her block. You can come anywhere down except the knee joint. She can come to her calf. She can come to her toe. And she's just going to start to open up that chest right to the ceiling. And she can encourage her arm to open up just by pulling that back. And she's going to look where she wants to go. Her head's going to look up to the ceiling. Breathing. That's it. Breathing. Now she's going to switch her hands. Parvrita Trikonasana. So again, first of all, initiate that movement from your hips. She's going to pull her hips first. That's right. And she's just going to start to twist. Twists are great in yoga. They twist the whole spine out and release old stale blood and bring in new, fresh blood with nutrients. They tone the liver and the kidneys. It's great. And then she's going to exhale down. And then she's just going to bring both feet back to the top of her mat. And then raise her hands up. Pull in that stomach. Lift the chest. Beautiful. And then exhale, hands at the side. So that was a little standing sequence that any of you guys can try.
That was awesome. You know, as you were doing that and you're twisting, I got this image of a bunch of yoga people coming together and playing Twista. You know? I mean, it must be like the flexibility, the reaching, the stretching, just incredible. And Judith, you're not a veteran yoga person. Have you ever done this before?
You could tell.
Have you? No, you look fantastic. Have you ever done this before?
No.
And I thought she did great.
Absolutely.
And the reason I want to put that across is this is basic stuff. Don't be intimidated by it. And if you want to get some first-hand input, check Paul out. She's at the Y.
Yes.
Okay, and your class is when?
Tuesday at 6:30, and I've got one bright and early on Thursday morning at 5:45 in the morning, and then one on Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning.
Well, outstanding. Hey, try this stuff out. Work on your flexibility. It's a big part of fitness. If we lose our flexibility, our joints are going to start to hurt, and we're going to move into arthritic changes.
That's absolutely.
And be patient with yourself. Hey, give this a shot. Yoga.